Okay, so the
So
your बताओ.
social psychology does lend itself to issues related to discrimination and gender disparity. So the idea of gender and the idea of identity is very much the basic question that psychology deals with, the self and the identity. So gender comes into play there, and the treatment of gender and the treatment of women per se, like which roots from patriarchy, is a very psychological phenomena.
Okay,
Uh,
मतलब,
how,
let me reframe this question. Okay, this
hmm,
is मतलब very much related to psychology, or we try to study that in psychology. But
hmm.
again, how psychology is going to help or going to impact there? I'm trying to know that.
Okay. So, firstly, the mental health literacy and awareness, which is important for women to deal with the issues that they face. So, the mental health illnesses that women face at homes and the kind of subjugation that they've been facing since a long time that results in a lot of issues like depression and anxiety and stress that women as people who take on their shoulders dual responsibility of the household and of their career phase.
हम्म.
So for
अच्छा,
them,
मतलब ऐसे ऐसे एक और यूज हम ऐसे नहीं बता सकते, मतलब दिस इज
hmm,
नैरो. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि मतलब ये बहुत बड़ा इम्पैक्ट है, बट लाइक
hmm,
व्हेन आई सेड दैट रेप इज एन सोशल इशूज, ठीक है.
hmm,
एंड मेनी ऑफ द टाइम्स वी मतलब जैसे हमें पता है कि एवरी रेपिस्ट हैज नॉट केम अप एट रैंडम. उसकी भी
hmm,
एक सीक्वेंस ऑफ नर्चरमेंट हुआ होगा, ठीक है.
hmm, hmm,
He has been in school, he has been in college, he has been in job, है ना. And then
hmm,
somewhere some point of the time he has not been able to control his urge, है ना. इस तरह
hmm,
से एक उसमें एक चला गया. तो जैसे the way we are now trying to put psychology, मतलब like having like counseling in school, counseling in colleges, counseling in job. So
hmm.
if such tool can be developed through psychology, which predict or analyze that some people's mindset might lead to these kind of heinous crime, and it can be intervened before that.
So like
So
this reminds me of the show Mind Hunters, that
हाँ,
method in
exactly.
madness.
हाँ, हाँ. तो मतलब again मतलब this is not a big solution for that, but this
Hmm.
can act as a big deterrent
So
again.
not just like in the crime, as I mentioned, that it's a deterrent of crime, but it also provides with a method to predict and analyze the causes of such crimes.
Exactly, and it can also suggest the policy based inputs, which
Right.
we can put there.
And
Okay,
even in rehabilitation of people who commit crime.
good. And not only that, rape. When we talk about rehabilitation, it can help in all kind of rehabilitation, like after every crime or juvenile, or when many people migrate from one place to other place, and it is going to help them.
So जैसे निमहांस ने अभी इंडिया में जो prisons हैं, they've actually launched a mental health program for them.
हाँ, तो ये वाला भी हम इसको नोट डाउन कर सकते हैं ना यहाँ पे.
हाँ,
Okay,
हाँ.
the next question was why it is important for nation.
So President Ramnath Kovind had asserted, and it is a very general, there's a general consensus on the fact that we are not only facing a pandemic
अच्छा,
related
मैंने
to.
मैंने मैंने एक बार पहले भी बात किया है ना कि
Hmm,
you are a student who are मतलब you are going to study the subject as a professional,
hmm,
ठीक है. So we won't be taking someone's line like that. मतलब okay, Ramnath Kovind must have said anything, but
hmm,
we are not going to take that line to make that line basis of any of our argument. Okay, because
okay.
even if he is the president of India, and
Hmm,
I don't take him as an expert of this subject.
right. Okay.
So I had hate this culture of like if some great man once said that this, then
Hmm,
I'm making this plan and making this policy.
hmm.
And also, so just talk about what the research says and what your observation says. I'll be taking you as more credible than Ramnath Kovind.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है,
Hmm.
तो just tell me with your observation or some research, not with someone's name, कि गांधी जी ने ये कहा, रामनाथ कोविंद ने ये कहा, नरेंद्र मोदी ने किया, आई डोंट ट्रस्ट देम because they don't have the subject expertise. ठीक है? Now
ठीक है
tell me
सर.
the answer again. हाँ. And you will change this answer here also.
Okay, sir. So so I have observed around me that
Good.
mental health is a very endemic issue that people are not even sensitized about. And studies reveal that that suicide in India is 15.7, which is higher than the global average of 10.6, which is a very bleak state of affairs. And the large cause around this is the kind of fast-paced culture that we live in. As a student,
Shouldn't Rakshita, एक minute, shouldn't we put this thing in the previous question answer? कि suicide, जैसे like I told you yesterday or day before yesterday, that suicide will come under social issue. So all those things that you are talking here should be put in the previous answer. So when I'm asking about how this course is important for nation, talk something related to economy, productivity, and like tell me if our productive population is mentally ill, and then we'll be suffering or we'll be having loss in our productivity, or if a very crucial member of family or a crucial member of company and gets this stress and like the CCD owner has did suicide, है ना, वहां पे तुम बता सकते हो that you can take that example here. And if you had been, मतलब अगर mental health पे वो aware होते या फिर psychology, मतलब if somehow we could have helped him, तो मतलब that industry still would have been मतलब blooming.
So can we talk about political aspect also?
Also yes, and we should also talk about the policy aspect, that many of the time the policy that we create, it always focuses upon the infrastructure for the policy, not the psychology of the policy, like Swachh Bharat Mission, like making toilets to stop open defecation, है ना? So when we make policy for this, we just try to put lot many toilets there in every village and every places, but we did not check that why people are preferring to go on the street rather than in the toilet.
Okay.
So and even like if we want to make India clean, like Pradhan Mantri has launched Swachh Bharat Mission, and what everyone did, like all the leader went to the street and wipe out करने की कोशिश किया थोड़ी देर के लिए, फिर उसके बाद खत्म, है ना? But we never tried to create a policy which actually had impacted upon the people's mind कि हमें साफ रखना है, आसपास की चीजें साफ रखनी है. तो अगर हम पॉलिसी में अगर साइकोलॉजी एस्पेक्ट डालें तो वो ज्यादा बेटर होगा ना?
Yes.
And then the return of policy will be very high, effective होगा. तो वो सब चीजें हम यहाँ पे डालेंगे. ठीक है?
ठीक है. And जो social issues वाला part है वो ऊपर सोसाइटी में
ऊपर में डालेंगे. हाँ,
ठीक है. Okay.
तो तुम्हें ये क्लियरली आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए मैंने दो अलग अलग रखा है कि जैसे तुम्हें पता रहे कि जब वो पूछ रहे हैं तो तुमको किस रिस्पेक्ट में बात करनी है.
Okay, sir.
And what are the challenges?
So challenges are firstly of the industry and its problems. It's still in the booming stage. There's a dialogue that has started for sure, but it is just the beginning, and there's a long way to go for it to compete with the other conventional career choices that India has. And the main challenge that students and people in the field and also people generally in the society suffer from is the stigma and the desensitivity and the illiteracy regarding mental health that is present here. So there's a long way for the industry to evolve because of these issues. And
चलो ये ठीक चल रहा है. वो तुमने ऐड किया है कि नहीं that the psychology as a subject, है ना, the application of psychology even, है ना, most of the theories, most of the practices has been developed in Western ways. So we still need to customize it or adapt it with the Indian prospects, है ना? वो लिखा है कि नहीं तुमने?
लिखा है second paragraph.
Very good. चलो हाँ ठीक है. हम इसको अभी और अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे, मतलब आई एम जस्ट अभी थोड़ा सा वो एंड व्हाट इज द प्रोफेशनलिज्म एस्पेक्ट ऑफ योर कोर्स?
प्रोफेशनलिज्म एस्पेक्ट मतलब
जो यहाँ पे तुमने लिखा है ना, प्रोफेशनलिज्म, व्हाट प्रोफेशनल एक्सपेक्टेशंस ऑफ दिस कोर्स, एस्पेक्ट है ये, व्हाट प्रोफेशनल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ दिस
अच्छा
कोर्स यू लाइक?
अच्छा that way. So training in clinical and counseling psychotherapy is
Of
there, which
course.
is very
It's
deeply rooted in field work and research. So
exactly.
that is something that brings about a sort of professionalism, because it's
Perfect.
just not theory based.
And then what about management orientation?
So management orientation is not directly ingrained in the field, but it's a great skill to inculcate nevertheless, because firstly, India's character is very entrepreneurship and innovation based. So for psychology to also keep up with that, we need management people in psychology as well.
And again, since you were trying to pitch the issue of mental health and importance of mental health to entire public, so you need to have this. You need to do this as a project of mass communication,
Exactly.
so communication based, and which is very management related. That comes through management only.
Yes, sir. Then I feel that clinic, agar if you have or a workshops or you work in the OPD of a hospital, then management is a skill which is useful.
Good, great. Okay, ये वाला नहीं पढ़ेंगे अभी हम. Okay, bills में बताओ. अच्छा कर रखा है. Very nice. चलो ठीक है, मतलब we'll be having this in more detail, है ना, कभी और भी.
Okay.